lovely morning. It is Friday the 12th, and I'm gonna do some things around the house today. My shower head should be coming in, and when that comes in, I'm gonna message my handyman who's working in my bathroom that it came in, and maybe he'll be able to come and finish getting that done for me today. But I've been puttering about the house, and today I'm not necessarily tackling the closet because that would mean bringing everything out and just making a whole huge mess. And I really don't want to do that because I got my living room and dining room really cleaned up in the past couple of days, and my mom helped me when she was here. She stayed a couple of nights because their power stayed out for a while because of the hurricane. But today what I'm going to be doing is just going through my decorations and making a pile of things that I am going to get rid of. I'm going to try to sell a lot of it on Facebook Marketplace, but a lot of things that I have are just trinkets, and I don't know who would be interested in buying things like that through that app. So we'll see. So I'm going to go through my decorations in my closet and in the guest room, and I'm going to make some piles of things that I'm going to keep and of things that I'm going to donate back to the Goodwill, to thrift stores, or sell on Facebook Marketplace. I'm going to go ahead and start with this. I don't like looking at it. It's a very gorgeous pattern. It's a beautiful tablecloth, but it is just not my color. It's quite jarring with the rest of my stuff, even with the mood lighting on and the overhead lights off. I just don't like the way that looks. So I'm gonna fold that up and put that in the box, bag, whatever I end up putting my stuff in. This old box is also something that I don't want to keep, so I'm gonna go ahead and empty it out. I think I'm also gonna list this on Marketplace for $5 maybe. Alright, I don't want to move my kitty yet, but I've decided to say goodbye to this one also. I've had it for years, but I just haven't found a place for it recently. I don't want to second guess myself. I need to let some things go. So I'm listing that for $10. If it doesn't sell, I'm going to keep it. I am parting with these also. These really pretty pictures that I thrifted this past year. They're just not my colors. I like the individual little flower arrangements, but this shade of green just isn't my favorite, and then the gold is more of a greeny kind of gold instead of like a deep antique brass looking kind of gold, which I prefer. So I listed those as well, and hopefully if everything sells, that would be great. I don't think everything's gonna sell, but fingers crossed that it does. So I have these two grapevine wreaths. I can easily pop them in somewhere, throw some hydrangeas on and make them look really pretty, but I'm not using them right now, and they're really easy to find, so I think maybe I should let those go. I changed my mind on the grapevine wreaths. I like them too much, and they're so nifty, and I do use them a lot, so they're gonna stay in my decor stash. Here is another thing that I think I'm gonna let go of. It is broken, and I've had it for a while, so I think I'm gonna let someone else have it. This is one also that I'm gonna list for $10 because I kind of want to keep it, and if someone buys it, then I'll say goodbye. But if nobody buys it for $10, then I think I'm gonna keep her. Right, this little guy, even though I have a brown one and a green one, I don't like the blue, so I'm gonna try to sell the blue. If it doesn't sell, I'm going to get rid of it, take it to the Goodwill or something. I'm also going to just get rid of this shelf. I don't think it's worth selling. I don't really like the style of it. I just bought it. It was really cheap. I think like $1.99 at Goodwill or something. I bought it because I wanted a shelf, but it's just, I don't want that style, so I'm just going to get rid of it. This little guy is a souvenir from Galveston, but not really my style to decorate with, so I think I'm going to get rid of him. And these two black vases, I just got really excited that they were on sale at Hobby Lobby, so I bought them. I'm not going to keep them, I'm going to get rid of those. I'm going to go ahead and list this as well. It's a super cool find. It's a little jar that looks like a light bulb, but it just doesn't fit with my style, so I'm going to list it for $5. I thought about getting rid of that pillow, but I decided not to after I stared at it for a while because it's just so pretty. And this isn't really a color that I like to use in my decorating, but I do have a lot of purple in the guest room, so I'm gonna hang on to that for a little bit longer. So this makes me kind of sad to get rid of these. However, they are very, very cute and they match my decoration so well. I love looking at them. I love putting them around, especially when it's fall. I like having nutmeg, cinnamon, and ginger out. So I'm going to take these 3 so I can decorate with them in the fall as, you know, fall spices. Allspice is also a fall spice, but I like having things in trios. So I'm taking these 3 out just to use for decoration. But the rest I'm getting rid of because they're not practical, and I would really like, the Linux Spice Village is, of course, everybody's, you know, goal. That's what I would like to get. But I want some spice jars that are antique and vintage and pretty like this, but that have lids that I can scoop the spices out instead of this shaker. I want them to be able to be covered up, and I want to have a lot of them that all match to display instead of just a handful. So I'm going to go ahead and list all of these for $10 for all of those. All right, now this, I'm not sure. I remember when I found this at a yard sale with my mom, I was so excited about it. I was going to paint it black, but I ended up not doing that. So I might give it a second life by painting it black. I don't use napkins a lot in my kitchen because I have paper towels, but I was just thinking about getting rid of it and then thinking about what I've used it for, and every time I've had a gathering at my house for a holiday, or even when I've decorated my kitchen for a new season, I have used this. I've used it for Thanksgiving napkins, for Christmas napkins, for Valentine's Day napkins, for spring napkins. So I think I need to give it a second chance. I think I'm going to spray paint it black though. I'm going to get rid of that little table. I'm looking at them, and I know I want to keep one. I think I want to keep this one because I like the little shape of it, but I'm pretty sure this one's more wobbly. I never finished sanding this one down and polying it, so I'm going to have to finish that because I never got to the 2 back legs. That's that one. Oh yeah, this one's definitely more wobbly. So I'm going to put that on Facebook Marketplace for $5, but let everyone know that it wobbles. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of this little tablecloth. Crochet table runner. I'm going to list it for $5. I was going to list this apothecary jar, but then I saw it out from where it was, and then I put a big old bow on it that looks like Anna's dress from Frozen, by the way. Really pretty ribbon. And I fell in love with it again, so I'm keeping that apothecary jar with the filler in it. I'm going to put this guy in the Goodwill bag. Kind of similar with the purple tablecloth is the color of this lamp. Let me turn that off so I don't get copyrighted. This lamp, I got it when I was in community college. I was like 19. So I've had it for almost 10 years, and it just doesn't match my colors anymore. Like, if you look, this is just coming along so beautifully. I'm in love with my dining room now, y'all. It's so lovely. It's so pretty. So this is my color scheme, all of the colors that I like, the greens and reds and golds and wood tones and just splashes of pink here and there. But this iridescent blue, it's not my color anymore, and it used to be one of my colors. So I'm going to list this on Facebook Marketplace, but I'm going to jack up the price to $35. I think is pretty fair. I think I paid $20 for it, and it is a little busted up here, but it's a gorgeous antique, and I am going to miss it so much. So I think $35 is pretty good. I keep having to pause my record. I'm going to get rid of this little pillow. I'm keeping the one that says pray over there. Whee! Because it matches my colors. This one doesn't. I've kept it in my room. It's just not really my colors. So I'm going to put this on Marketplace for $5. I'm also going to list this ottoman. I love it. I found it on the side of the road for $5 at a yard sale back when I was in college. I'm going to list it for 10 though, because I kind of want to hold on to it. I love the distressed look. It's very, very old, and I like, you know, the look of the brownstones, the really old ones in New York with the peeling wallpaper. That's what that reminds me of, but it's in fabric form. But I'm going to go ahead and list that because I don't really have a lot of room for it, as you can see. Since my record stopped, I'm going to go ahead and go through this bucket with all the flowers in it. See if there's anything in here I want to get rid of. Right, this, perfect for Valentine's Day, totally keeping it. That, I'm going to get rid of it, even though I like the berries. I don't like it as a whole, so I think I'm going to snip off some little berry pieces to keep. I don't really like the, I don't like this part, I don't like the bow, so I'm going to snip off pieces that I want to keep, and I'm going to throw the rest in the trash. These two are beautiful for fall. I remember sticking them in my fall Christmas tree this last year. That one's really pretty too, so I'm going to keep these. I'm going to go ahead and toss these. I haven't used them since I've gotten them, and I think it's because this is too much of a bright orangey red instead of a deep orange or a deep red, so I'm going to toss these in the trash, or I'll put them in the Goodwill bag. Someone else might like them. Ooh, that's a really pretty color. I really like these. I know I would regret it if I got rid of them. I really like that. So I'm going to keep that. I have used this in the past for Easter, but I don't think I would use it again. Just like that lamp isn't really my colors anymore. I don't really use these colors anymore, so I'm going to put this in the Goodwill bag. And this one I like the colors of, so I'm going to keep this. Can you see what I'm doing? Kinda. Need to lower it a little bit. I'm going to keep this one. This, absolutely love. Love, love, love. I mean, look at that. I know I said that I don't use purple, but this shade of purple in that little bitty sparkly dose, I love it. I have it over there on that little wreath. I'm sure I have it somewhere else. Oh, up there on the wreath above the map. Just that is really pretty. Anything dusted with gold glitter is just gorgeous. Keeping this. I haven't found a place to put them that I like them. I think I should keep them because I really do like the way that they look. I feel like I would regret getting rid of these. There are some other ones that I don't think I would regret getting rid of, but I think I would regret getting rid of these. I'm not very good at getting rid of stuff, am I? Right, I have a few of these giant acorns. I thought I would like decorating with them. I really don't, so I'm going to get rid of these. However, the smaller ones, they're darker and they're more shiny. I really like these, so I'm getting rid of these, keeping these. A fall-looking artichoke. I have another one of these, and I do use these for fall, so I'm keeping both of them. I'm keeping that just for emergencies. Never know when you're going to need to tuck in some berries somewhere. Pick in some picks. I use these a lot. I use these a lot to tuck them into arrangements. I just put some in the centerpiece of the table that you saw, so I'm keeping this. Cute little raspberries. Keeping. In my room, I do a lot of Disney movie themed vignettes, and I've used this one in a Beauty and the Beast theme before. So I think I need to keep it. It's very beautiful, and it's velvet, and I love the color. Do that a little closer. The leaves aren't too pretty, but the rose itself is very pretty. So I don't know. Maybe I'd like it better if I took the leaves off. I'm not going to do that. But I am going to keep it. I might want to use it for something. I need to find the rose that's missing, but I am keeping this. I love this flower, so I'm definitely keeping that. Toss. All these extra little leaves, keep. Oh, this is from that rose. The orange one. Keep. Toss. Toss. Keep, 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 keep. Keep. I'm going to toss all of these. These came off of a wreath that I have in my room, so I'm going to put these back on that and keep them. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of these types of pears. I'm going to keep all 7 of those. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 of this type of pear. I'm going to keep those. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14 of this little type of pear. I'm going to keep all of those. Some of them are a little scuffed up, but I'm going to keep those too because they're just for filler, so I can hide that part easily. Here's a lemon that survived the lemon purge. I tried doing citrus, I just am not a fan. If I do fruit in my decor, I like it to be apples and pears, mostly. And strawberries in my kitchen. I don't know, apple and pear is the cozier of the fruits, you know? Reminds you of fall, nice cobblers and pies. And that warm, cozy vibe is just my thing. I'm not really a bright, spritzy kind of person with my decor. Ooh. I don't know what this came off of, but I like it. Look at him. Oh, he's beautiful. I'm keeping him. Right, got a few pine cones that no doubt I found on the ground at one point. And then these acorns, which I know that I found on the ground. I found them by my favorite tree. I picked them up after that tree had gotten cut down. It was by a church that I had went to in college, by a gazebo, and they cut down all the trees around the gazebo for some reason, and there were still acorns on the ground after they cut it down, so I saved me some. Keep, of course. Keep. These are all keeps. Keep and keep. And everything else is going to be a toss. I'm going to stick these fruits and berries and things in the Goodwill bag and then just toss all the other dusty things. Just got finished cutting off the little styrofoam pieces from this, and I like it a lot better without them. And also one of the little berries was broken, so I took that one off too. I'm going to put this bow in the Goodwill bag and throw these in the trash can. And I really like this a lot better. I like it a lot better without those little styrofoam things on it. So here is the pile of foliage that I'm keeping, and berries and little decorative nature-y bits. And I've got some on my nightstand too over there. So that's not everything. I have a few more little foliage things in my closet, but I'm going to bag the things together. I have a couple different sizes of Ziplocs over here, and then I'm going to put those away. Alright, since I have a lot of floral here, I brought out my tub with the floral, and I have another box with some decor in it, so I'm breaking into the really, really messy room over there with all the decor on the floor. So I'm going to go through this, but I'm not going to talk while I'm doing it because I really want to listen to music. I just got the song Over and Over Again by I Am They stuck in my head, so I'm going to play that album while I am organizing things and deciding what I want to keep, what I want to throw out.